Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Waqas. Every day I sit and I ask one question to myself. Why I am not a businessman? What is one simple thing which is not letting me to be a businessman? The more I ask this question to myself, the more I reach to one single point. That point is the lack of one skill, and that skill is courage to take risk. The businessman, whether successful or unsuccessful, has one thing common among them, and that is courage to take risk. If you look at the history of this universe, you will find out one thing very interesting, that this world is having a tradition of slavery. Now, the way the world is progressing over the thousands of years, the definition of slavery started changing, and it reached to the current level where the word slave is being changed with the word employee. And the master, the person who was buying slaves, the word master has been changed, modified to the new word employee. Now, we are preparing ourselves to be employees, and we have masters. They are ready to buy the slaves as employers. We have spent our life from our home, and I don't remember that how many parents are telling their kids that you are going to be a businessman. We learned one thing from day one, the day we start understanding, my son, my daughter is going to be a doctor, going to be an engineer, going to be an accountant, chartered accountant, and so on. With this learning, we go to the school and we start getting the skills from our teachers, and our teachers never tell us that you can apply when you have your own business. We start getting the skills of communication. We start getting the skills of problem solving. Do you remember when you are studying English, communication, what kind of essays or letters or applications you are being asked to write? There are no such communications are being told to us to write which develop your thinking approach to be a businessman. Then we leave our schools, we go to colleges and universities, and then here there are different levels of the colleges and universities for the businessman people, and the colleges and universities for the common people. And this area is more populated, more dense, more universities, more colleges, and they are teaching you how you are going to deliver the job. They never tell us what you need to do to have your own business. Have you ever seen a businessman teaching their kids that you are going to be working for someone else? Never. These kids are always being brought up with a common understanding that we are here and there are people, those who are going to work for us. And this difference in the understanding is only because we start ourselves with one skill less, and that skill is courage of taking risk. Which is the businessman in this whole world, either in the history or in the modern world, current modern world, who started the first business, when he or she had money in their hand? Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, the owner of the Amazon, Alibaba, AliExpress, Ford. No, you name the brands, you name it. You will find all these people, they started with nothing except one skill of having a courage to take risks. We get job, we become slave, we offer our services to our masters as employers. We spend 16, 18 hours a day working, getting money for that hours which we have spent, and we think that our future is secure. We think we have the guaranteed income. But my friends, just think, if you have spent these many hours for your own self, for your own business, that much critical thinking what you are doing today, if you have done for yourself, that business case analysis which you have done for someone, if you have done for yourself, if you have taken decisions with pros and cons for yourself, who can stop you to be a businessman? It's our fear, it's our lack of courage to take risks which is not letting us to be a businessman. We are developing ourselves, we are developing our generations to do job, to be a slave. Why? Don't we have that courage to take risk? We have. But we are not being told that use this skill for yourself. We are being told to use these skills for someone else. And then we get into the comfort zone. What happens if one of my wrong decisions will get a loss to this business? My employer, the company for which I am working, is going to bear that loss, not me. And at the end of the month, I will get my guaranteed income and I will go home happy. At the same time, I want to increase my income. So what happens? I keep on changing jobs. I keep on changing my masters. Who are going to give me more? I will work for that employer or that master. And that continues. My needs will never stop. My income will be less to meet my needs because I put myself, my needs, my desires, my requirements keep on increasing every day. Mobile phone was a luxury 25 years back. Today it has become the necessity. Computers were luxury 25, 35 years back. It has become necessity. And so on. Our needs are keep on changing. Our income not. And that gives us frustration, demotivation, and so on. But we never take a step back and try to understand why it is happening, why it is me, why it is many like me are suffering for the same thing. My friends, think about it. You have that skill available, but you have never utilized for yourself, or either you don't have that skill. It's your decision to take. If you want to do something different, use the skill for yourself. Try to do something for yourself. Why you can't be an employer? Why you cannot give job to people? You can. The only matter is you have to take the risk and get away from this comfort zone of guaranteed income. If you are preferring to be a slave, in modern definition, an employee, keep doing it. If you want to be your own boss, if you want to get the maximum reward for your efforts, maximum reward of your all the time which you're spending, you have to be among those who are owning the world finances, those who are owning the industries in the whole universe. Nowadays, the digital platform, social media is giving this opportunity to all of us. Let's use this opportunity. Rather than spending time on watching Netflix or YouTube for movies or songs, let's use these platforms for our own good sake. Let's make a change, not for us, but for our next generation. Until next time, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.